Hello, residents. So, this is kind of a follow-up video to the creative sim I did recently. So, I really hope you enjoy it. I will be talking for a while. If I don't have enough to say to fill up the whole time, then I'll probably just spend some music or something. We'll figure it out. But, so, this is... I basically made an apartment for, Stephanie Augustine. From my other video, from my creative sim video. I will link that in the description and put a little pop-up thing there, up there somewhere. And yeah. So when I was making this, I wanted, since her theme is mostly like black and red, I wanted to kind of stick with that. The layout, the layout is a bit of a mess. I'm not very good at building houses or working with apartments apparently. And it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. Especially with the little living room area, I decided to put it up on a platform. You'll see soon I get rid of those stairs that face the other half walls. You'll see that I get rid of those, and I make that platform a little bit bigger. Just a tiny bit, not much. But I think I also changed the walls. But I eventually just kind of go with this sort of modern uh, kind of dark theme, I guess. I do change a bit of it by the end. So you'll see some kind of me going back and changing things and trying to figure things out because it's hard. It's really hard to like make something I like when it comes to building in The Sims. It's easy. It's in some ways easier than it was when I played The Sims 3. Since we don't have creative style, it's probably not as customizable, but there are some things that we can do here that in The Sims 3 I had a much harder time doing. Like split levels. I love split levels so much. As you can see here, I was really struggling with this part. I did not know what I wanted to do. And yeah, that gets changed a good bit. I think in a little bit I'm going to take the stairs and close off that area. So I did playtest a little bit, and it is fully functional, thankfully, which I'm very happy about. Sometimes I'll build something and my Sims can't even get into the front door. That's happened a lot of times, though I never understood why. There have been a lot of times where I'll build a really nice house and then the Sim just can't even go in. Like, it would be a routing issue, but I could never figure out what the issue was. So I don't know if that was like maybe a bug or like poor building on my part or what that was. But it's definitely very frustrating. I don't know why I didn't put lights in early on. I put them in a little later than I feel like I probably should have. Because I couldn't see the swatches that well, so that wasn't very fun. But I guess here I decided to do that finally. I was trying to do a really cool thing where I made it like in the shape of a plumb bob or something. I don't know. I thought it'd be cute. I genuinely did. I was trying to go a bit different with lighting than I usually do. Usually I just use the really tiny saucer lights that you see me putting in now. Usually I just use those. But I'm trying to be more creative with my lighting recently. And also with decorations and all that. I'm trying to branch out a bit. I'm definitely getting better with picking out stuff like that. So for the wallpaper and tile and all that, I'm definitely getting better. I'm definitely improving in my building. I still have a long way to go, but so far this is what I've been doing. And I've been really enjoying like a lot of the builds I've been doing recently since I've started just practicing, and I'm working on my own save files, so that's fun. It helps me to have even more reason to kind of practice my building. I'm slowly getting better at it, which is great. I love it. I've been really enjoying building lately. I do kind of wish that instead of putting the radiator and the Roomba, I forget what it's called in the game, putting those there, and I kind of wish I had instead put like a little wall, like just to section it off, and then just then put them in front of that wall. So like a few squares would just be blocked off, and there wouldn't be like some of that half wall there. But I decided to do it like that because I just didn't feel like dealing with the walling, with the walls in that area. Plus, I thought it would, if you wanted to change it up, you could you could take those out and then put like some counter space there as well, or like something. I have no idea. Just kind of add in a little breakfast nook or something, or I don't know, a little seating. It's a really small, narrow space, so I don't know exactly what all you could do with it. Oh yeah, here I'm doing the kitchen. I wanted to do something cool with the tiles and kind of do my own little thing. So I did Control F to get the tiles to be triangle, and then did a little design, which I'm very happy with how it turned out. I'm really hoping I didn't forget any of the little triangles, because I was working real hard to try to be sure that I'm not forgetting any or that I'm not missing any. But okay, I think I did good on that. I was doing my best. If you guys want to download it, just let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can put the individual rooms up on the gallery. Because unfortunately you can't put entire apartments up on the gallery, which I wish you could. That'd be nice. Like, even if you don't like, even if we could like, put them up on the gallery, you wouldn't even need to necessarily place them in an apartment building. You can make them into a house sometimes, and then add like a second floor if you needed to, or something like that. Does that make any sense? I feel like I'm talking really fast. But so here I'm adding a little bit of clutter there, partly to kind of hide the structure, the why am I blanking on the word? Okay, the column. I could not think of that word for a second. I am so sorry. But yeah, I did that to kind of just hide the column there. Then adding in the cabinets, which I was really, really happy with how that turned out. I ended up not going with the extra cabinets on top. But I'm really happy with how that turned out. And then later on I add some lighting under the cabinets. These little under cabinet lights I have. I don't know if you can see them very well though, or if you can see much of a difference when I do that. And I'm just kind of figuring out what I want to add there, and yeah, we're almost done with the kitchen. I don't think I do a whole lot with the kitchen. I add a few small things. Pretty sure. Okay, now we're on to the bedroom. So since Stephanie is a lawyer, I wanted to make it sort of an office bedroom situation. So you'll see that I kind of go a little overboard. I don't know how realistic this is for apartments. I don't think it's very realistic for apartments. I do add more walls and more like small stuff to kind of make it look nice. And I highly doubt you're able to customize apartments that much. I don't know if you can paint the walls in some apartments. There was one apartment I was looking at IRL, and they did allow you to paint a wall. I think you could only paint one of the walls. But yeah, I don't know if like that's a common thing or what. If you know, please let me know in the comments, because I'm really curious. I really want to get my own apartment. Still kind of looking into that, trying to get the money for it. It's difficult. There aren't really any apartments where I live. I'd have to go fairly far away for that. Okay, so here I'm working on the little desk area. You'll see in a moment that I changed the wall. Yeah, there we go. I learned, I forget what video it was, but I learned to, when I want to block off something, yeah, I can do the platform and just like not have it be natural, like, and it won't count as like a room. Pretty sure. I was originally going to add fairy lights, but they didn't fit very well. So I ended up going with shelving with some random decorations and stuff on it. There's a fly flying around my computer. Sorry if you heard that. But yeah, so I went with the black and white shelving and added some little decorations. I mostly went with black and white for that. Black, white, and yellow, I think, to break up the black and red a little bit. You won't see any yellow for a while, though. Yeah, but I had a lot of fun doing this build. I really enjoyed it, and it was just, I don't know how to explain it. It's very different than my usual. I usually go for a very different style. I don't really do, um, I guess more dark builds? I don't know what to call this. Like, it's very much like certain colors. Like, I usually go very colorful, or I go with like very neutral colors. So black, white, and red, and with like a little bit of a yellow accent. It's a little different for me. I don't know why. But also, like, the general style of it is very modern, and usually I go for more fashion. So that was fun. Yeah, I was trying to, I wanted them to be very into art and movies and stuff. I was trying not to go too overboard. I think I definitely could have done more with it, but didn't, sadly. Uh, also wanted them to really like horror movies, because, I like horror movies. They're really fun. Um, yeah, I couldn't decide what else I wanted to add as decoration, because I don't have a whole lot in that style. I do need to go CC shopping soon, I think, for more stuff that's in that style. And then there's the little bar area, which I didn't do too much with that because I wanted to kind of just leave it pretty simple. I guess I didn't want it to be too much. Though after I finished the video, I did end up wanting to add a little bit more stuff to the general um, apartment. So I did add like a few more pieces of art, and I added an aquarium. I don't remember if I added that in during the video or after. So that's my bad. I don't remember. And I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with the rug. I wanted to add a rug. Well, some rugs. Which I did, and I'm really happy with the rugs I chose. Like, they look really nice, at least I think so. I did layer a few of them and do that sort of thing. I really like layered rugs. I've been really into that recently. Um, trying to remember, my thought process when I was doing this was I wasn't really thinking much. I was just thinking, okay, so what would Stephanie like? What would she like? What would the sim that I literally made for a video for my save like? Because I hadn't really thought much about her personality, I guess. Like, the traits, yeah, but like outside of them, just like, what kind of stuff would she like? What would her hobbies be? And I knew she liked bowling. I remembered that. But what the fuck could I add in that could tell you she likes bowling? That didn't look weird compared to everything else. But yeah, I had some little writing stuff so like she could write down little notes to herself, like little reminders. I do need to make a bowling alley. Maybe my next video will be a bowling alley. I need to make a lot of stuff. I did decorate the kitchen a little bit more with this, and then I had trouble with the living room, okay? I could not figure out what to do. Like, I was just so confused. Like, okay, what do I have that could fit here? Like, I'm not gonna add a frog statue. I was considering it, but I wasn't going to do that. I changed all of that up a lot. Like, all the decorations on there. On the coffee table. I was very indecisive. I kind of switched around a lot. Probably a lot more than I really needed to. But I did my best. I did my best. It's not great. I'm not gonna say that this build is great at all. Like by any means. But I did what I could. I did everything I was sure I could do. I'm not very confident in my building skills, so I definitely was very questioning all of my decisions. And that was probably like one of the biggest frustrations for me is questioning my decisions when I'm building. Because I'm never sure if I'm never sure if this looks good or if this is at least somewhat realistic to what you can do. Would this work here? Would this fit the style? Would this kind of character like this sort of thing? And I always add plants, but like in my head, these are all fake plants. So, because I can't see her having a green thumb. I see her having like I think it's called a black thumb. When you just can't garden, everything you try to garden just comes out looking like, not looking like, but like comes out dead. I think it's called when you have a black thumb. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, I did a little checkered pattern. I had to do large checkers. And then the shower, oh my god, the shower. I ended up building a little shower instead of using one of the ones from the catalog. I made one. I have the bathroom set by Harry, and oh my god, I want that shower in real life. I want. It looks so nice, if I do say so myself. But yeah, I used the tile from, I think that's the Vampire Pack. And I had trouble figuring out what to do with the outside part of the shower. I did not read the description for that, for those windows. Like, the first windows you saw me put there. I didn't read the description, so I didn't realize that it was like a window and a mirror at the same time. Like, it was a mirror on one side, window on the other. So I tried to use those and that didn't work out clearly. I really liked that mirror. I would have used it, but I didn't want it to take up the whole space, but I ended up going with that one. And then curtains. I rarely ever add curtains for a good reason. And that's because I can never find ones I like. Or ones that I feel like fit the aesthetic. Or fit the window. That's always the hardest part for me, is just finding ones that fit the dang window. And I don't know. It's hard. I have no explanation. We are almost done though, I think. We're getting pretty close. Um, but I really enjoyed the bathroom. I really want that bathroom in real life. I will say that for sure. And then we got a little half bathroom for any kind of guests that come over, so that they don't have to go into the big bathroom. This apartment is pretty expensive because of all the furnishing, I will say that. It's probably more expensive than it should be. But I really enjoyed it. I really like how it's decorated. It's not my usual style, but it was really fun to just kind of explore and try something new. If you guys want more building videos, let me know and I'll definitely get on that. I really want to build more and try to improve. If I feel like anyone actually wants my builds, I will put them up on the gallery. Just let me know, basically. Same with my Sims. If you guys also want more creative Sim videos, let me know. And I'll get started on that whenever I can. I am hoping to do a Let's Play after my rebrand is done. And after my re-debut is done. And yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to add in a calendar, but I didn't end up doing that because I couldn't find one I liked. I'm hoping to find more calendars. I really want one that doesn't have like the number of the month on it or something, or like is not like season themed. Oh hey, looks like we're done, guys. Hey, thank you residents for sticking around. Here's a little tour. It's kind of a shitty tour, but it's a tour. You can see I added some decorations and the aquarium. Okay, we're already moving on. I went through it very fast. And I don't know, I also sped it up because it took me a little bit. The camera's a little slow. But yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed this. And that you don't mind me blabbing on too much. I'm not the best at voiceovers. I'm getting better at it. I'm getting less nervous. A big thing for me is definitely my nerves. But yeah, it looks like we're done, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye! 美しい瞳がゆっくりと開く名前